We are on J2 today. And so I was looking at J2, Wise Guide, page 40, and it says, this system works. Note the amazing regularity of spelling words based on the 70 phonograms and the 29 spelling rules. At this point, we have taught 300 of the easiest to spell words out of the 1,000 most frequently used in the English language. In only 2 of the 300 words does the phonogram and sound not agree with the written form of the word. So this is pretty amazing, right? It's following all the rules. There's no exceptions. There's no, I before E except after C, except for in cases of, etc., etc., etc. There's no exceptions. Except for we have 2 that don't really follow exactly the rules. This word says loan, alone, and that changes to one. Right, so here's where we got one that's a little different because of a different origin. Off and of, we get that V sound. Okay, so there's 2. We have 2 exceptions so far out of 300 words. That's pretty incredible. So on J2, it says, if you have not started the AEIOU page or the SH page, do that now. So the AEIOU page is on page B2. We did that one. If you have not done that, go ahead and pause and find my AEIOU page video. And then the SH page. That one we did not finish because SH is spelled 5 different ways. That's B7 and B8. Right? So far, let's remember our rules. Native English SH is used at the beginning of a word, like she, short, show, ship, shape. At the end of a syllable, like fish, dish, wash. And end with an ending ship, sonship, hardship, lordship. So that's what you should have so far. Then we started looking at TI, CI, SI, and SI2 and CH for French words. And we only have the word solution so far. So if you haven't done that page, go pause now and find the sh page. All right, if you have done those, go ahead and turn to the next empty spelling section.
Okay.
And go ahead and write at the top, J-2. And go ahead and write at the top, J-2. And we're going to go in this first column. Now remember, you can go in the white rows or the blue rows. That's up to you, but leave a space so that you can do your red markings. She also has us reviewing a couple phonograms. So let's review some phonograms really quick. These are ones we're going to use today. You guys ready? R. Now, watch my mouth when I say these, okay? Oh, please stop shaking. Thank you. R. Or. Okay, I'm looking at, if any of your kids struggle with that R sound, I'm going to get too close for comfort here, but look at my tongue when I'm saying this. R. Can you see it? R. See my tongue is way in the back? R. Way pulled back. R. But it's a little more forward. And then or, it's way down flat. Or. Okay. Oi that we may not use at the end of English words. Ooh, oh. Ow, oh, ooh, Oi that we may use at the end of English words. Shh. And remember from our page we just did, at the beginning of a word, like she, ship, shout. At the end of a syllable, like dish, fish, wish. And at the beginning of any syllable, when it's ship. I'm sorry, not at the beginning of any syllable after the first one, unless it's ship, right? So like nation, you're doing a different sh sound. All right, so our first word today is side. Christians not only move the world, we turn it right side up, says Fred Colvin. And also the disciples turn the world upside down. So kind of you could look at that from both perspectives. Okay, the word side. Ready? And I'm not going side like, I'm doing side like I'm on the right side. 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 Okay, do it with me. Side. Side. Okay, say it as you write it, please. Activate your brain.
Yeah.
Okay, say it for me. Good. We have this silent E. Let's look at our silent E rules. Type 1 says the vowel sound changes because of the E. Is that our reason? That's our reason. So we're going to underline the I, 2 lines under the E, and put an arc between the two of them. For your cursive, remember S looks like the instrument they would use to compass the stars, right? The sextant. So you're going up to a point, loop around, and then loop back around again like a pendulum. Make sure you're writing in print first, son, and then doing cursive afterwards. For your I, it's an uphill letter to midline, back to baseline. For your D, it's a clock letter, stop at 2 o'clock, come back around straight to the top, back to the baseline, and a tail. So you're going to clock 2 o'clock, come back around to the top, and down to the bottom. And then your E is a little loop at midline. Pick up your pencil and dot the I. Nice job. Good cursive. The next word is outside. Happiness lies outside yourself. So let's look at our phonograms. This one says ow, o, oo, Please back away from the dog. But we also have OU that says ow. But in this one, we're going to use this ow. Out. It's not ow, I have to go outside. It's ow, I get to go out. Not wow, though. Not wow, ow. It's the ow, O-U, ow. Okay, ready? Here we go. Outside. First syllable out, out. Second syllable side, side. Okay, do it with me. Outside. First syllable out, out. Second syllable side, side. Say it as you write it, please. And we don't have signs for this one. I could try to rack my brain to remember them or Google them, but I'm not going to. Okay, spell it for me.
Ow.
Does yours look like mine?
No, not yet.
Okay, go ahead and catch up. We're not doing that right now. Come do your spelling on your paper, please.
Why side S-I-A-D?
Oh, that's a D. See the tall? Does it ready to go taller? Look like an A. There you go. S-I-D-E. Okay, so we're underlining our, what was this one we're underlining? Ow, right? And then, same as the top one, right? The vowel sound changes because of the E. So let's do it in cursive. The O is a clock letter. Stop at 2 o'clock, come back around to connect, and a ponytail. For the U, oh, sorry. U is an uphill letter, but since we're already up the hill, we're going to go down to baseline, back up to midline, down to baseline for your U. T is an uphill letter, all the way to the top, back down to baseline. S is also an uphill letter, up at an angle to midline, loop around and connect, loop back out. Your little pendulum swing for your S. I is an uphill letter, up to midline, down to baseline. Your D is a clock letter, stop at 2 o'clock, come back around straight to the top, back down to baseline and a tail. And your E is a little loop letter at midline. Pick up your pen, dot the I, cross the T. Outside. The next one is inside. He likes running, but he cannot run inside the house. Ready? Inside. First syllable in, I, n. Second syllable side, side. All right, go ahead and do it with me. Inside. First syllable in, I, n. Second syllable side, side. Okay, say it as you write it.
Inside.
Very good. Okay, say it for me.
Inside.
Red markings. Are these first sounds?
I and the
Yep.
E.
Good, just like the other one. Underline the I, 2 under the E, and an arc between them. Looking at your 3 words, what other marking will I have?
Bracket.
I'm going to bracket these words, right? Because they are compound words, built from the same base word. So side is the word. Outside is a compound word. In also, do you remember what kind of words these are in English?
Yeah.
Are they nouns? No.
No.
Are they verbs? No, because you'd have to say I'm going outside, right? Going would be the verb. They are prepositions. Okay? So the car is to the side of the box, right? Now the car is inside. Now the car is outside. Okay? I have a shirt on my side. The button is on the outside. The tag is on the inside. Those are prepositions. Let's do some cursive. So remember your S's here. Right? The I for in is a loop letter up and down to baseline. Remember for ends, you can do the bumpy one and have it be a bump letter, or you can go uphill letter, which is what I'm going to do. Straight up, straight down, bump at midline, and a tail. Remember your S's. Uphill at an angle, down around to connect, swoop out again. Your I is a uphill letter, midline down to baseline. Your D is a clock, stop at 2 o'clock, come back around to connect, but go straight up to the top, back down to baseline. And your E is a little loop. Dot your I, dot your I. Inside. The next word is oil. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords, says Psalm 55:21. He had very smooth words, yet they were like a sword being drawn. So we've got the phonogram oi. Oil. Do you have a guess on which one it would be?
Oi that we may not use at the end of English words.
Oi that we may not use at the end of English words. Very good. Okay. So, oil. Or maybe it's oil. Maybe similar sounds this morning. We had, my mouth, R, or. Do you see my lips, how they change? R is kind of wide. It's kind of more squeezy. And or is more open. Okay, so, I mean open like, not open wide, but open like a circle. Okay, so what am I saying? Am I saying hard, heard, or hoard? Hard, heard, hoard. I'm saying hard.
But all those are words. Hard, heard, and hoard.
Hard, heard, and hoard are words, but I'm trying to get the, see, because some people struggle with getting the R. So hard. Ready? Hard. Ard. Okay, do it with me. Hard. Ard. Okay, say it as you write it.
R. D. Duh.
Not duh. D. It's a short one. You're not doing hard. Okay, sound out for me.
R. D.
Good. What markings?
Underline an R sound.
Underline our R, because if this was all first sounds, r, d, maybe hard, right? Because the first sound here is I'm sorry, a, right? So it's not hard, and it's not the third sound, hard. It's these two together, r, hard. Let's do some cursive. H is a loop letter. So you're doing a big loop up top like an L, straight down, a bump at midline, and a tail. A is a clock letter. Stop at 2 o'clock. Come back around to connect, but straight down and a tail. Remember, an O has a ponytail, an A has a regular tail. R is uphill, so we're going uphill to midline, down the shelf, back to baseline. And D is a clock letter, so stop at 2 o'clock, come back around to connect, straight to the top, straight to the bottom, and a tail. Very good. Hard. Go ahead now. Oh, really quick reminder of this rule. Sh is used at the beginning of a word, like she, shout, show. At the end of a syllable, like fish, dish, wish. But not at the beginning of any syllable after the first one, except for ship. So if we're doing nation, station, enunciation, okay, that's no sh, we're only except for ships. Okay, so this time we've got hard. Wait, why am I doing the sh sound? Oh, because I'm adding ship to it. It's like I'm not following myself. So if I was going to follow my sh rule, what word could I turn hard into?
Hardship.
Hardship. What is a hardship?
Something that's hard.
That is exactly right. A difficult time in your life. Okay?
No, it's a hardship.
The girl had to stand in line at the food bank because she was having a hardship.
Huh?
Or the girls volunteered at the food bank, and the boys did too, and payment for their work, they got some food. Find a food bank. They're giving lots of food away right now and throwing things away. They need you. Okay, hardship. So go to the SH page. Can I use this real quick? Thank you very much. I think it's B7 and B8. And add down here at the bottom. Oops, sorry. It says with the ending ship, sunship. Oh, we already have hardship. So if you already have it, a second row. Otherwise, you're adding hardship. You already have it down.
Ow!
Sorry about that.
Now there's
All
blood
right,
on my
can you
foot.
see down here? So let's do the next word. The next word is from. A wise man fears and departs from evil. Proverbs 14:16. from. Actually, let me say that correctly because let's look at our vowel. This says ah like ox, o like go, and like
From.
like two, like ooh like two. Gosh. Ox, go, to. Okay? We're using the first sound ah like ox. So we're going to say from. Okay? When you're going fast, you might just say from, which sounds like an sound. Okay? But I'm not saying from. I'm saying from. Like prom. Yeah?
From.
Yeah, you can think to spell from, like prom, but you can actually say it when you're doing quickly from, but you're not doing the U. Okay, so from. Ready? From. Ready? Say it with me. From. Say it as you write it. Any red markings? Nope, all first sounds. Ready for cursive?
Yep.
F's are fun loop letters. So remember we're doing a loop up top and we're doing a loop underneath. Ready? So we're going to loop up top like an L, but we're going to keep going and do like an L on the bottom and connect and a tail.
Wait.
So it's almost like you're doing an L above the line and L below the line. See that? 2 loop letters. Your R is an uphill letter at midline, down the shelf, down to baseline. Your O is a clock letter. Stop at 2 o'clock, come back around to connect, and a ponytail. Your M is an uphill letter, but you're already halfway up the hill. So you're going to go just a little bit up to the midline, straight down, bump it midline, straight down, bump it midline, and a tail. A lot of people say, why do we have to do spelling? I could just ask Siri how to spell it. Why do I have to have cursive? I could just say it into my phone and it types it itself. Those are good arguments, the world we live in. But when you're reading something, to be able to spell the word, I mean, obviously Siri can read it out loud to you now too, or Alexa or whatever.
Google.
I guess I just don't want to depend on artificial intelligence, right? I want to be able to do daily things. You're thinking thoughts and you're reading things all the time. So to be able to know how to spell, jot a note to someone, and then it helps you to read. If you can spell, it helps you to write and read. So it's important.
Spell to write and read.
That's the name of the program. Okay. Yep, we've only got 4 left. Nice job. The next one is new.